Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Football Coach College Dynasty. So, where we last left off, I believe we just came off a victory versus Buffalo, which puts us 3-2, and we have an upcoming battle against Oregon State. The two of us are both 3-2. We've taken care of recruiting, practice focuses, adjusting depth chart, etc. So we're going to jump into the game, and we're going to see how things unfold for us. Which is typical, we are the weaker team. We're going to be running into that for quite a while, I think, until we can build up our program. But hopefully superior coaching and superior game planning can help us prevail and get another victory. Alright, Oregon State wins the toss. Oregon State has elected to defer to the second half and will kick off to us. Alright, we're facing the Beavers here. The recommendations is to start off with a short pass. Okay, and back to the ground, to the ground, to the ground again. 3rd and 6. Deep pass, huh? Not a fan of that call. We're going to go back to the ground. I'm going to try that one there. And punt. It's 2nd and 12. 3rd and 12. 4th and 15, they are punting. We're going directly to the ground. And to the ground again. With a play action on 3rd down. Gets us good yards. Back to the ground. A play action on 2nd and short. I like it. And back to the ground. I want to establish that ground game. And it does nothing for us. Alright, we'll try the curls. 4th and 1. No. Change play. Inside run. Shotgun spread? No, they're not going to fall for being spread out on 4th and 1. I formation pro. Okay. Run it right down the gut. And we got our 4th down conversion. Play action right away on 1st down. No dice. Back to the ground. An end around. No trickery. Quite yet. Not on 3rd down anyway. Halfback stretch. Okay, 33-yard field goal feels more makeable. We'll take it. 3-0. Alright, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 5, 4th and 5, punt. Start off with slants. Okay, back to the ground. Play action. Let clock run out in 1st quarter. No. Ground game, please. Must keep them thinking we're running. By running. 3rd and long. Sure. We connected. Back to the ground. Ground again. Kick the 41-yard field goal, huh? Okay. Field goal made. Okay, and some play. It's 1st and 10, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 7, 4th and 14. Punt. Play action right off the bat. Alright. Play action again. Wow. No dice on either. Back to the ground. Let's establish this running game, guys. It's 3rd and 6. Play action gets us nowhere. Take the 3. We missed. Son of a... I'm gonna the kicker. The kicker. I'm telling you, the kicker. Alright, sim play. 3rd and 1. 1st and 10. 2nd and 8. 3rd and 3. 1st and 10. 2nd and 12. 3rd and 5. 1st and 10. 2nd and 12. 3rd and 12. 4th and 19. Looks like they're going for a long field goal. They missed the field goal. Alright, we have a minute 19. No dice. No dice. No dice, we're punting. They've got 56 seconds. Um, 36 seconds, 1st and 10. 2nd and 7, 32 seconds. 3rd and 7, 28 seconds. It's 4th down, 24 seconds. 4th down conversion successful. They're going for the field goal. With 17 seconds left. Missed the field goal. We've got the ball. Okay. Short gain. All these run suggestions, I want a play action, deep play action pass. This guy here. No dice. Hail Mary. Nothing. Okay, kick off deep. 2nd and 12. 3rd and 5. 1st and 10. 2nd and 2. 3rd and 4. 1st and 10. 2nd and 18. 3rd and 18. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6. 3rd and 5. Field goal defense. They made it. You're not gonna let me. Okay. Chew clock. I feel like we're fortunate to be ahead of Oregon State right now. I think they're the stronger team. And I want to try to take as much time off the clock as I can. Fullback dive. 1 yard. Okay, yeah, we'll go with the slants. Back to the inside run. Got a first. Back to the run. The run again. Play action. Good. Okay, to the run. Sweep, sure. Stretch. First. Okay. A deep non-play action pass on first down. I don't know. No. Medium pass to change it up? Sure. Okay, back to the ground. Hitches. 50-yard field goal. No. Special teams. Punt, please. Pin them deep. No dice. Touchback. Whoops. Second and 10. Third and 9. Fourth and 3. Clock run out. Third. Return. Okay, we'll go for the curls. Sweep. Slant. No dice. Alright. First and 10. Second and 10. Third and 2. First and 10. First and 10. Second and 13. Third and 11. Shit. First and 10. Second and 4. First and 10 goal. Oh, second and goal. Touchdown. Alright. Let's go back to auto managing the clock. Yeah, we're going to stick to the ground game. Quick slants twice. Play action. Back to the ground. Play action again. Back to the ground. Ground. Grr. Okay, the game is slipping away. Gonna have to punt. Hope our defense comes up big here. Second and 6. Third and 6. Defense stepped up. Alright, 2-minute warning. We've got it at midfield. We just have to put it in the end zone, which we haven't done all game. Play action right off the bat. Curls. Mesh. Wow. Turnover. Well, we had this game in hand, and then we let it slip away. And they're gonna kneel on it, and the game's over. Alright, well, what do you say about this game? A respectable loss? We didn't get much in the form of rush yards. I felt like we really couldn't establish the run, and that was our failure in the game. We didn't give up on establishing the run, but they just outballed us in the run game. You know, you don't like to lose a game, but players recovered from injuries. That's what I want to see. No new injuries for once. Thank you. Linebacker and cornerback. Here he is. Corner. Okay, practice focus. Toledo, a divisional game. They look to be a weaker squad. This is one where I would really like to get a win here against a divisional opponent. We've been beating stronger teams all year. This is a weaker, yet still a stronger team, but it's a weaker version of a stronger team. Maybe we can get something out of this. They are seem to be pretty good in the pass game. Do we want to try to shut down the pass, or do we want to stick to shutting down the run and making them beat us through the pass? I think we're going to continue to shut down the run. Defensively, they seem to be better against the run. Yeah, I still want to establish the run game though. Do I? Yep. Okay, that's a nice stat. We're keeping the opponent's points per game down. And we're keeping the opponent's yards per game down. So defensively, we're overachieving. Adjust game plan, which we're not doing. Now it's time to play the game. We did the depth charge, we did focus, check in on recruiting, make sure nothing's gone off the rails. Everything looks hunky-dory. Still establishing favorites. We'll just still leave that one go the way it's going. So it's another battle of defenses. So the nice thing about having a younger coaching staff is, well, nice, however, not completely nice. So we have limited coaching badges right now. Evidently, Wyatt Carr's skill badge is cerebral skill players, QBs, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends all get +2 ball carrier vision and quarterback IQ in games. Not a terrible badge, actually. And our defensive coordinator has Defense gains +2 to all defensive attributes when facing option run and RPO plays. Well, not the greatest badge there. However, because we've caught them young, we're going to be able to develop their badges all through their career. So since we're going to be able to develop their badges through their career, we're going to be able to avoid, lackluster badges like that one that came with an already established coach, if you will. So that's the one upside to starting off with younger coaches, is you really get to develop their badges, and some badges are just frankly better than others. Okay, Toledo has a few injuries they're dealing with. That's nice to see. Let's jump in. So 2 3-3 squads, both division rivals. Toledo's got the slight edge. Okay, it's heads. We're going to defer to the second half. Play ball. Sim play. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 11. 3rd and 10. 1st and 10. Come on, defense. 2nd and 8. 3rd and 10. 4th and 10. Return punt. Touchback on the 20. Read option. Okay, ISO. Fullback dive strong. Okay. Running game is off to a good start. Halfback dive. Slants. Stretch. Back zone. Stretch. Blunt dive. Back slam. 3rd and goal. We'll take the field goal. I'm satisfied with that opening march. It's 1st and 10, 2nd and 6, 3rd and 7, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, come on D, 2nd and 11, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. They're going for it, I think. They got it. 1st and 10. 2nd and 7. 3rd and 5. Kicking a... how long of a field goal is this? Wish there was a place to see that. It's a 45-yard. I don't know how good their kicker is. Hopefully we get a miss here. They made the field goal. Alright. Play action. Curls. Run. Run. 3rd and 5. Slants. Shit. Punt. Okay, we've got him a little deep. Yeah, I like the blitz. Let's go for that. Throwing more pressure at him. Okay. 3rd and 7. 4th and 7. Okay, play action. No sweeps. Run game, please. 3rd and 2. We're going back to the run with long yardage. Inside run. Out of the I formation. Why did we do that when it was unlikely to yield us a first down? Because we want to establish tendencies. We want the computer to believe we're going to run in situations so that we can then play action pass out of it. First and 10, second and 10, third and 6, return punt. Excellent. To the run, to the run. Sure. Okay. Damn it. Can't get another drive going. First and 10. Second and 4. Long play. First and 10. Uh-oh. Second and 10. Third and 8. Fourth and 10. Looks like they're going to score a field goal here. And they did. We're down. Okay, back to that run. Let's get that running game going. Running game. No dice. Punting. Come on, defense. Keep us in this game. Third and 7. First and 10. Third and 10. Halftime. Halfback dive, halfback dive, curls, run please, run, just not getting anywhere on the ground. Run, run, run. Touchdown. Eight, third and 12. Fourth and 17. Play action? Sure. Okay. No, back to the ground. Third and 6. And punt. Second and 6, first and 10, first and 10, second and 10, third and 10, fourth and 10, punt. Halfback toss. Come on, let's wear them out. There we go, first and 10. The running game is starting to get going, I feel it. Halfback zone, no, damn it. Okay, punt. Fourth and 13. Come on, let's get it going. Sure, play action. Third and 8. Slants. Nowhere. Punting the ball again. Deep. First and 10. Second and 10. Third and 13. Fourth and 13. Alright. I want play action on first down, please. Action deep in. Yeah, perfect. No dice. Running on second. It's 3rd and 5. Man, we just can't get anywhere. 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 3. 1st and 10. 2nd and 16. 3rd and interception. Excellent. Alright, we'll go for the play action again. Touchdown. We missed the extra point. Are you flipping kidding me? Of course we did. Alright, kick that ball off. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 1. 1st and 10. 2nd and 1. 1st and 10. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and goal. Right. Onside kick failed. Alright, run the ball. Nowhere. Run the ball. Nowhere. Curls? No dice. That was a pretty successful stand on their part. And they get a good return. The momentum has shifted here. We got to keep them out of field goal range. Defense. 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 4. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. Timeout. Alright, I want to give my defense a breather. Am I happy with the nickel? Sure. 3rd and 14. Back to the 3-4. 4th and 5. 45-yard field goal. They've got a 50% chance of sending us into They missed a field goal. Hallelujah. Thank you. God bless. Let the clock run out. We squeaked by another narrow victory. Once again, well, we got an okay amount of rush yards on the ground, but it felt like we weren't really getting a good established run game going. They just came part and partial. But we will take the victory. A win's win. New injuries. At least the one is minor and short term. So we have a running back that's recovered and corner and linebacker. Running back, corner, and linebacker. Running back. Oh. course, our number one cornerback. How big is our? We've got an 8-man rotation. Well, at least the cornerback injury is only 1 week, so who are we playing this week? That's the question. My luck, it'll be that one. Oh, it's a bye week. Excellent. So we'll have 2 corners coming back out of this bye week. That works for us. Let's check on recruiting. Everything still looks okay. Let's advance through the bye week. Right, we got 2 players recovering from injury, both corners. Let's go update our corners. Oh, you're a freshman. Right, healthy deep backs. Nice to see. An out-of-conference game. Maybe a winnable out-of-conference game. Let's shut down the run. Make them beat us through the air. And let's try to establish the run game. That is what we do. This is an interesting breakdown. I never noticed before. Check out the news. Current rankings, Alabama's on top, followed by Ohio State, Notre Dame, Florida State, Michigan, Nebraska, Texas, Oklahoma, Washington, and Stanford. Honestly, what I really want to see is which conference are we in? Mid-American? Yeah. Northern Illinois, look at that. We're up towards the top of our conference. That's incredible. You got any guys being talked about for, what about Defensive Player of the Year? Got a linebacker that's in the runnings, nice to see. Freshman of the Year? I don't think we have any freshmen playing. Let's get into this game. Alright, typical defensive. UMass is favored. Let's play ball. UMass wins the toss. UMass is elected to defer to the second half and will kick to us. Alright, right on the ground. That's what I like. Right back to the ground. Right back to the ground. Play action. Got us nowhere. Fourth and 5, punt it. Okay, second 11. Third 19. Fourth and 19. Punt return. None of this sweep stuff. Back to the ground. Okay. Play action on second and 6. Okay. We hit it. Back to the ground. Stick on the ground. Go for a deep strike, huh? We're going for the end zone? Okay. We got it. Touchdown. Yep. Third and 7. First and 10. First and 10. Come on, D. Second and 10. Third and 10. Fourth and 16. Back in our hands. Let's run that ball. Run it again. Third and 4. Run it again. Nowhere? Alright, well, we'll punt. First and 10, second and 9, third and 10, first and 10, second and 13, third and 12, punt. Run the ball, run the ball. run the ball. Let the clock run out in the first quarter. Run the ball. Run the ball again. Wait, hitting the wrong thing. 2nd and 8. Run that ball. 3rd and 3. Run that ball. Run it again. Run it again. Can you give me a play action, please? I formation. Play action, scissors. Sim the play. Punt. Okay. Okay, play action off first down, sure. Nothing. Okay, run it. Nothing. Fine, we'll go with your passing BS. Nothing, punt. 1st and 10, 2nd and 12, 3rd and 6, 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, 3rd and 2. Defense, I need you here, buddies. Come on. 2nd and 8. Interception. Thanks. Way to step up. Let's run that ball. Play action. Alright. We're getting somewhere. Back to the ground. Back to the ground. Back to the ground. And the ground again. Sure. Slants. To the ground. Fumble. A fumble, Ruski, really? At this point in time? 31 seconds left in the second quarter and we fumble in scoring yards. Guys, we have to hold on to the football. That's it's number one. Grr. Let the clock run out. Alright, D. 3rd and 10. Punt. Slants? No. Halfback dive? Yes. Nowhere. Do it again. Somewhere. Play action boot? Okay. Nothing. Punt. Fourth and 21. Okay. Play action? Sure. Back to the ground. Back to the ground. 4th and 3. Yeah, let's take a shot. Turnover and downs. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 12. Punt. I form on the ground. Sim play. Back to the ground, please. And again. 3rd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Third and 4. Sure, we'll switch it up. Short pass. Back on the ground. On the ground. Keep it going, guys. 48-yard field goal? No. No dice. 4th and 4. hitches. Let's go. Successful 4th down conversion. That's what I like to see. Alright, I form, fullback dive strong, sim it, halfback stretch. Okay. Let clock run out on the 3rd quarter, please. Run that ball. 2nd and 5. Sure. Well, that wasn't much of a play action. We gained 2 though. Run the ball. We got a first. 1st and goal. Run it. Touchdown. Excellent. I feel good about that, guys. Good job. Good score. Good set of downs. Excellent. Alright, defense. Keep up the pressure. Defense, we didn't need a complete defensive breakdown. We didn't need to let these guys get back in the game. This was not what we needed at this stage of the game. Alright. Let's keep this ball on the ground, chew out some clock. Play action. Oh man. Decent return there at midfield already. D, I need you guys to step up. That's not stepping up. 2nd and 7. 3rd and 5. That's better. Okay. 1st and 10. Come on, ground game. Play action on 1st down? Sure. Let's go ground game. Back to the ground. We need to slow things up. Back to the ground. 3rd and 4 to the ground. There we go. That's better. Stretch it out. Excellent. Back to the ground. Back to the ground. 3rd and 7. Let's go. Alright, field goal gives us a little bit of cushion. Let's hit it. Made. Okay, 2 minutes. They're down 2 scores. 2nd and 1. 3rd and 1. 4th and 1. Make them work for it, D. Turnover. We don't need to kneel. And let's run, please. Timeout. Run it again. Run it again. It's 4th and 5. Run. We turned it over. KD. Let's go. Fourth and 8. That be the ball game. Wait, what? What just happened here? QB Quinn Ibanez 15-yard pass from. Oh, they got a 1st down. Okay. 2nd and 10. 3rd and 1. 1st and 10. Game over. Alright, we got 263 yards on the ground. We dominated time of possession. Good game. And we got another win. We're overperforming. That's a good thing. New injuries. Well, the major head injury is short. That wide receiver injury is not nice. And the corner is annoying. Okay, injuries have really plagued us this year. Okay, wide receiver. He's been straight taken out without me having to do anything. We have a 7-player rotation. Redshirt freshman. Okay. We had a cornerback. Our number 1 corner again. Who was the other guy that got hurt? Defensive lineman. We have a 6-man rotation, so he's right out of it. The question is do we want the sophomore or the junior playing? Straight. I'm thinking we're wanting the junior to play, to be honest. He's got better defensive IQ, he's got better zone coverage. He's not as strong. Got the same type of block shedding, better pursuit, about the same tackling. Gonna go with him. Okay, practice focus. Divisional game against Western Michigan. Slightly weaker squad. Nice to see. We are once again going to stop the run. And we're going to establish the run. How's recruiting looking? Still establishing. May commit soon. We seem to be well in the lead there. We're still maintaining our lead on most options. Do you want nil? Is that something you don't care much about nil? Alright, so he likes playing time. He likes the proximity to home. That's keeping us in this fight. Prestige is not helping us. Facilities. No. Doesn't matter where he's going to go, he's not going to get that great of facilities. Academics. Evidently we have terrible academics. I think that's what's keeping Ohio here in the hunt. I don't think it serves us to throw nil at this guy at this stage. Doesn't seem to be high on his priority list. And we are not that far back in the hunt here. So we will continue to peck away at this Miami, Ohio lead the hard way. Check out the news. Alabama's still leading Ohio State. They're both undefeated. Notre Dame's undefeated. Florida State's undefeated. Nebraska is in the top 10 and undefeated. We have a defensive lineman that's just jumped into the number 2 in Player of the Year for our conference. Nice to see. Stifling defense helps Northern Illinois. Defensive battle saw Northern Illinois defeat UMass 17-7. The Huskies passed for 82 yards and rushed for 263 more, and their defense was able to get to the quarterback, earning 8 sacks. The Huskies moved to 5-3 in the season, while the Minutemen fell to 5-3. Okay, how's the conference breakdown looking? Wow, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. It's a tight conference race here in the West, with Ohio, Miami kind of running away with it on the other side of the conference. Ball State's actually down here at the bottom. I think these are our rivals. Who are we facing? Have we've played Eastern Michigan and Central Michigan, haven't we? No, we're playing Western Michigan. Let's go back to that. Oh, that wasn't exactly what I was trying to do. Okay, Western Michigan is tied at 3-2 on our side of the conference. So this is an important game. All right. Well, as important. Well, I should have probably not checked up on that. Now we know it's an important game. Would have been better going into it not knowing it was an important game. Not knowing that we're in the hunt for the conference. Just going into it deaf, dumb, and blind without any hopes. Now that we've got hopes, we're gonna get sad when we get beat. Okay, our typical situation it's looking like, defensive battle. They have a few injuries they're dealing with. Two running backs injured, 3 running backs injured. While they might have a really hard time running the ball then, especially when we're focusing on run D. We're actually favored. That's interesting. Alright, let's begin this coin toss. Northern Illinois makes the call. We're going to choose heads. Flip the coin. And it was tails. So Michigan won the toss. Michigan is elected to defer to the second half. Of course they have. And play ball. We start off with an okay return out to the 21. Sure. Let's get that run going. Okay. It's 1st and 10. Going straight to the run. 2nd and 3. Are we going to go for a deep play action? Yes, we are. And we got nowhere. Back to the run, please. Nothing. Okay. We're punting. Now it's time for our defense to show what it does. And it's giving up a first down. 2nd and 1. 1st and 10. 2nd and 8. 3rd and 11. Okay, defense got the stop. Back to the run game, please. No dice. Back to the run game, please. No dice. Alright, sure. We got a pass in. Let's get back to that run game. Let's develop that run game. Okay, curl. Get back to the run. Play action. No dice. No dice. Hunt the ball. 2nd and 5. 1st and 10. 2nd and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 12. 3rd and 7. Punt. Run. 3rd and 4. Run. 4th and 3. And off to the punt. First, fumble. Fumble Ruski. Start off with a play action, yes. Okay, back to the ground. Come on. And we're punting. Okay, we put them deep. Put the pressure on. Okay, return the punt. Okay, we're at midfield, nice to see. Let's get that run game going. Come on, let's establish the run. Alright, first down. Establishing the run, that's what I want to see. Now we're staying with the run game. 3rd and 2. Staying with the run game. Damn it. Field goal it is. And of course we missed. This kicker. How have we even gotten to where we are this season with this kicker? Okay. 2nd and 8. 1st and 10. 2nd and 16. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 6. 3rd and 2. 4th and 3. Turnover on downs. Get that run game going. Come on, get the run game going. We're punting. 2nd and 1, 1st and 10, 2nd and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd and 5, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10. Going for a field goal. They missed. Run. Evidently timeout. Deep play action. Simply nothing. Run it. Did we get anywhere? 3-yard rush. Okay, it's 3rd and 10. They're punting. We still got a scoreless game here. Play action. Nice. Back to the run. No. Sure. Punt. Okay, we got him deep. Nickel. Yeah, I don't quite agree with the nickel play here. 3-4. And we're sending. Okay, no luck. Third and 8, 4th and 10. Ground game really hasn't been doing it for us. Let's try to pass. Back to the ground. Play action. Back to the ground. Third and 7, 4th and 7. This game is exactly what we were thinking it would be. Okay. Come on, let's get a drive in here. 4th and 2. 38-yard field goal, huh? I don't trust this guy, but we're gonna have to do it. He made it. First and 10, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 2. Let the clock run out of the 4th quarter. Turn the punt. Let's go run game. 2nd and 1, 3rd and 2. Oh, are you kidding me? Punting. 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Play action. Come on, run. Come on, run. There we go, a first down. That's what we like to see. Play action. Back to the run. And we're breaking down. And we're punting. Send it all. A nickel? Alright. 2nd and 2, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 9. Turn. Play action. Okay, back to the ground, please. And on the ground. 1st and 10. To the ground. To the ground. Curls. 1st down. Play action. Okay. Curls. Ground. Touchdown. That a boy, guys. That a boy. Interception. Let's put it on the ground and chew up some clock, guys. But we also want a 1st down, please. Way to get the 1st down. That's the types of plays we need. There we go. 2nd and 1. Yeah, keep QB Neal. We're inside the 10. As unsportsmanlike as it might be, we are changing up the play here. Inside run. Safe. Right up the gut. Let's get some points. No. Our guys deserve some points. QB Neal, 3rd and goal. Outside run. Halfback stretch. Come on. Game over. Damn it. Alright, well, we tried. Finish game and advance. Boston Garrett, 1 week head injury. Wouldn't be a week without an injury, huh? Kent State. This is the other important game of the year. This is Ball State. Wrong state. Okay, Kent State is just another conference game. But at this point, when we're 6-3 in the conference, all conference games are important. We're actually on top of our bracket of the conference. That's wonderful to see. Can we hang on to that? That would be really overperforming if we could somehow hold on to our side of the bracket and then get a big upset versus Miami, Ohio, and win the conference. That's a lot of wishful thinking, but it would be nice. That would be a hell of a way to start our coaching career. Practice focus. we are going to go about things the usual way. We're going to shut down the run, and we're going to establish the rushing game. That is our bread and butter. That's what we do here. We're going to stick with it. It's working for us so far. We've got a top 10 defense going on right now, which we don't have the defensive talent for a top 10 defense, which means we're drastically overperforming, which means our defensive coordinator is going to get some sweet XP at the end of the year. Did I have any injuries I needed to set? I think I probably did already. Alright, 6-3. Let's go check out the news. For our conference, we'll take a look at the top 10 so we keep an idea of what's going on. Seems Nebraska's winless or undefeated streak has come to an end. Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Alabama are still undefeated at 1, 2, and 3. Back here in the Mid-America Conference, we have we have two guys in the top 5 trying to get Defensive Player of the Year. That would be nice. Player of the Year watch. Wait, the defensive players are leading the Player of the Year watch? That doesn't... Shouldn't this be the offensive side of the house? I'm confused here. Mid-America Player of the Year, Mid-America Defensive Player of the Year. Where's the Mid-America Offensive Players of the Year? Well, yeah, there's a quarterback here. So defense is leading the Player of the Year stats, it seems. It's a defensive year. Nice to see. Huskies win defensive battle. A defensive battle saw Northern Illinois defeat Western Michigan 10-0. The Huskies passed for 142 yards and rushed for 163 more, and their defense held the Broncos to just 4.7 pass yards per attempt. The Huskies moved to 6-3 on the season, while Western Michigan fell to 4-5. All right. We're going into a Kent State battle. Have we looked at Kent State? I mean, this is a game we should be able to win. But I'm worried we're going to have a breakdown. This is exactly the team where the mid-season breakdown would happen. It would be on the 2-7 Kent State where we would drop the ball and flip it. But we won't know if that happens until the next episode. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Softwareplay. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button, consider subscribing, and until the next time, all, peace.